Today I have some brand new plants to share with you, and for once there are no philodendrons. First up we have Hoya Linearis, and this one is so long I can't even get it all in shot. It's a really fun plant, it's very jungly. It kind of reminds me a bit of silver birch trees, you know, the way they hang. But I've been umming and ahhing about getting one of these for a while. I didn't actually used to like these very much. This time last year I was kind of against them, but for some reason some plants just grow on me, and this was one that grew on me, and yeah, I decided to give one a go, and I really like it. It looks so cool hanging from a shelf, and yeah, I'm actually quite surprised at how this one feels too. I kind of expected it to feel a bit more waxy, but it's almost got a slightly rough feeling. It's not fuzzy, but it's almost a little bit sandpapery. It's hard to explain, but you'll know if you've got one. It's kind of soft. It's almost got little hairs on it, but I really like it. I think it's yeah, it's a fun Hoya, and it's very different to the other Hoyas that you see as well. It's got obviously these little I don't know, they kind of look like runner beans to me. Very thin runner beans. It's quite delicate too, so I'm having to be quite careful about not breaking it. But yeah, has anyone else got one of these? If you've got any tips for me, I'd love to hear them. I'm literally just getting into Hoyas, so I'm kind of having fun deciding which ones to get, and this one was one of the ones that I decided to get. So next is another Hoya, and yeah, I really am getting the Hoya bug here. This one is Hoya Cronana Eskimo, and I've had my eyes on this one for a while, and I just decided to go for it and just buy one and see if I like it. It's kind of got a silvery sheen to the leaves. I'm not sure if it shows up that well on camera, but yeah, this one's got that classic waxy feel to it, and I just really love the shape of the leaves on this one, as well as the colour. They're almost a kind of a teardrop shape, and of all the Hoyas that I've had on my list, this one's been on my list for a while, and this has been one of the ones that I'm considering. I'm definitely enjoying getting into Hoyas, and I'm not really sure why I was a Hoya hater now. I think if I could put my finger on it, it would probably be because a lot of the time you see Hoyas, they are kind of two leaves in a pot, and I think sometimes people look at that and think that's a bit underwhelming, but I think once they get growing, they are really pretty. I also don't really like them grown on trellises. I believe there are some that you have to kind of grow on trellises. If I'm right, I might be wrong, but I've heard people saying there are some that need to climb and others that are happy to trail, but I'm going to be trying to get mine to trail because I'm not a big fan of trellises and things. I don't so much mind maybe some kind of pole for it to grow straight up, but I don't like those, you know, the ones that go over like that. I'm not a fan of that, or the circular ones. For me, that's just not a look that I want, but I'm going to try growing this one as a trailing plant and see how it goes. But yeah, this is a 12 centimetre pot, so I don't know how fast it will grow, but we'll have to wait and see, won't we? Next up we have Hoya Carnosa Crimson Queen, and again I was just really tempted by this one. I love the variegation on the leaves. It's got bigger leaves than the previous one I just showed you, and I think this is like one of the most common ones, isn't it? Kind of base Hoya. So I'm starting off kind of getting the standard ones, and this one just was one that I really liked. I'm only choosing the ones that I actually like, obviously, not necessarily the ones that are most fashionable, and this one definitely spoke to me. I like the size of the leaves and the way the variegation is on this one. It's really pretty, and we've got lots of these coming out, so looks like it's trying to grow some little leaves on there. So I'm pretty excited to see this one grow. I'm pretty excited to see all these Hoyas grow. As I said before, I'm just now starting to get into Hoyas, and so I'm just having fun kind of discovering what I might like, but this one definitely spoke to me and I thought it was really pretty. Again, if you've got this one, definitely let me know what your experience of it is and if you have any tips or anything like that. But I've definitely been looking up a lot of care information on how to care for Hoyas, and hopefully I shall retain some of that information. But the best way to learn, isn't it, is just by having a go yourself and making mistakes. So that is most likely what I shall be doing. And then another one I decided to get is the Hoya Carnosa tricolour, and this is probably the one I was most excited to get. I don't know why, but it just has the sort of variegation I really love. I think it's the fact that it's got the lighter variegation in the centre of the leaves. It just makes it look kind of artistic. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, this one was probably my favourite out of the Hoyas that I've bought, and I don't know, this one just spoke to me. It even has kind of fuchsia pinky coloured stems, which is really cool, and I do love that combination in a plant when it has variegated leaves and then pink stems. I really love that combination. Excuse me if it's a bit dusty. I haven't actually cleaned these yet. I've literally only just got them, so I haven't given them the spa treatment yet. But at some point I will of course be giving them a nice clean and getting them all ready. I don't think they're ready for water yet, so I shan't be taking them in the shower, but it's actually just going into summer here in the UK now, so it's getting quite warm. So hopefully they'll dry out fast, because that's ideal for me. Then I can take them in the shower, give them a good clean whilst I water them. But yeah, this one is definitely one that I'm really excited to grow. And look at those leaves, they're just so beautiful. I really like this one. So far, out of all the Hoyas I've got, just looking around at them, I'd say this one was my favourite probably. Yeah. That's not to say I don't love the other ones I've got. I absolutely do. I'm just saying if I was to pick a favourite so far, this would probably be it. But yeah, Hoya Carnosa tricolour. Again, if you have this one, definitely let me know. I'd love to hear how you get on with it, whereabouts in the world you are and all that kind of thing. I'm always interested to hear other people's experiences, but I'm hoping that these will be happy in my home environment, so we'll see how things go. And then this last one, this one actually is not a Hoya. It's the only one that I got that isn't. This one is Epipremnum pinnatum marble, and I've been after one of these for a while. It has a really gorgeous variegation, and it also fenestrates. You can see that leaf there has got a little fenestration. There's a couple there too. This new one here has got a few. But yeah, I've had my eye out for one of these for a while. I've wanted to grow one, and so I decided to get one of these and see what I can do with it. Definitely want to get it climbing because it's going to fenestrate more if I give it something to climb. At the moment though, it is obviously quite small, so I guess it kind of doesn't make sense to give it something yet. I'm not sure. I always struggle with when to give things something to climb, because if you do it too early, you just end up with kind of a stick in a pot. It looks like a stick in a pot whilst you wait for the plant to start growing. But if you do it too late, then it's a little bit tricky to wrestle it on, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But yeah, I've wanted one of these for a while, and this one's definitely been on my wish list. It's kind of got the same variegation as a Epipremnum aureum marble queen, only it will have more elongated leaves that will fenestrate like the Cebu blue, which is another variation of Epipremnum pinnatum. But yeah, I've been wanting to have a go with this one just to see how I can grow it. If I can grow it, we'll see. And yeah, I decided to get one and have a go. So just going to let it settle in a bit first. That's what I'll obviously be doing with all of these plants, and then yeah, we'll take it from there, see if we need to repot things, give them a bit of time first to settle in before I start messing with them, let them adjust. I'm definitely going to be, well, I say I'm not going to buy plants in autumn winter this year because you tend to get more problems when you buy plants in autumn winter, whereas it's much easier in spring summer to bring new plants in because, you know, they're actively growing, it's warm, the conditions are favourable. So I've kind of told myself that I don't really want to be buying new plants when we go into autumn winter, but whether I'll be able to stick to that or not is another story, so we'll see. But yeah, I need to kind of get my last plant purchases in whilst we are still in spring, summer. Summer is coming up on us now here in the UK, so it's nice and warm here. Yeah, so those are the plants I have to share with you today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, let me know if you have any of these plants and what your experience of them is. I'd love to know, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Take care.